you had a busy offseason. Why was it so important to you to play, and kind of what was that whole experience like for you, kind of as part of your, as part of kind of everything you've done in the last year and a half?
I think it was a great offseason, especially playing back in winter ball. I feel like I needed to fix a couple of stuff in my swing, and I definitely did. I feel way better than I did last year, and you know, talent plus work ethic. This offseason work ethic, I feel like is going to be special.
Do you feel like that you had last season after missing so much time? Like this is the season kind of where you can take off?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, last year it was more getting back on track. See how I was gonna bounce back after all those surgeries. Trying to, my left arm. See, I was feeling during a long season, and it was a battle. But at the end of the day, I feel like we took control. We took control of everything that we can, and but now this year is totally different on what is preparation and what I'm aiming for.
What did you need to work on, that you could do down there that you couldn't do in the hurry of the season last year?
It's just actually giving yourself the time to work on your swing, on work on stuff, because during the season, you're just looking for results. You cannot sit down and trying to break down your swing, fix what you're trying to accomplish during the day. But in the off season, working with the people that know your swing, with my dad, with my uncle, that definitely built me up. I feel like it's an A+.
What were some of the things you think you fixed with that swing?
Just little details on my swing. I feel like I could put it into words, but I feel like that's it's like a samurai getting ready for war. I feel like I cannot put it into words.
Were you surprised at how? I mean, you played a lot last year. You played more than you ever have in a shortened season. The difficulty of it, was it what you expected, or were you surprised at how hard it was to come back after not playing for so long, or was it easier?
The game of baseball itself is just hard. Doesn't matter how good you are in this game. When you're out of the field, you need to give your 100%. And it was just it was just a matter of fact just going out there and performing. And I feel like last year it was more of a mental challenge also with my body because of all the surgery. But I feel like at the end of the day, I could manage all of them at the same time.
Fernando, outside of just getting ready for a season, how much fun was that for you to just be in that environment again? How much joy do you think you?
It's great. It's great. It's a different energy when you're playing baseball in your own country. With your fellas, with Dominican fellas, and also people all around the world. But when you're playing at home and you're playing in front of people that you love, that saw you coming up, saw you growing, it's a little different energy. But it was definitely fun getting to the finals, playing next to Robbie, being under my dad management is always a beautiful experience, and I'm definitely looking forward to probably do it again in years looking forward.
Could you tell during the season last year, like your swing isn't right? Did you feel kind of uncomfortable, out of sorts?
Yeah, definitely. It was just a grind. I feel like I never found my swing. Last year during the entire season, I was searching, and when I opened my eyes, it was the end of the season. So this year is totally different. My confidence is 110%. Because of the work I put in and definitely how I feel right now.
What was it like winning a platinum glove, especially in your first year full time at that spot?
It was beautiful. It was a new challenge, and since spring training, I took it in 110%. And it was AJ gave me that challenge of if I could have won gold, so I brought platinum to the table. So it's even a better reward. But being able to help the team on any different way is the most important thing.
How are you going to help? How are you going to help the team defensively this year? What have you been told about where you're going to be playing?
So it's it's going to be right field. Probably we were talking with Skipper, like probably right and center at the same time, but definitely kind of happen. But it's going to be right field so far.
Fernando, do you want to play center field? Is that a position that you prefer, or would you like to just stick to a corner?
That was AJ and the manager, asked me that same question during the offseason. And, we sat down and I went straight to them and I said, I feel like right field in Petco Park is more important than center field. And we were just thinking and talking. I feel like I can do a way better job in our right field in Petco than me playing center field. And I feel like right field is a spot for me right now.
How much did playing right field last season shape that opinion? Did you have that opinion before you had done that?
No, actually not. But when I got back there and I really pay attention to the dimension of our ballpark. I saw the difference, and I was catching fly balls center field and right field, and I felt like I was able to run more and right field, cover more ground. It's just we just need to have the right approach in the outfield now this year, that maybe they can even let me a little bit cover more ground and center field and left field and skip a little bit to the corners.
Couple more.
What should the
last year-
mindset? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go.
With last year kind of being like a practice year, and the numbers were okay. Should there be any question that you'd be back to being Fernando this year?
I just wanted to see. I don't want to put any words out there, but I'm just gonna say I really have a really good off season. My confidence is through the roof, and I just want them to sit down and see what I'm gonna do this year.
What do you make of this offseason in general? A lot of things happened. Another manager change. Juan Soto got traded. Peter Settler passed. A lot of things unfortunately happened.
What say the first words?
What do you make of this? Just all the things that happened this offseason in general. A lot of change for the organization.
I feel like it was kind of a sad not kind of, but it was definitely a sad off season. By the passing of Peter, and it was a dagger straight to our heart, not to just the player, but to the city of San Diego and any people that met Peter. And then after that, I feel the game is gonna take care of itself. I feel like AJ is gonna build a team that we can compete, and I trust him. So we're just gonna go out there and give our best.
What should the mindset and the approach of the team be this year, coming after last season?
Just come together, togetherness. I feel like that's gonna be the bigger part, and play right baseball games. Just do what the game is asking us to do. Just forget about our egos and who can do better. It's about the team and how can we perform together.